Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing Bluesound's brand new POWERNODE. This new POWERNODE features 80 watts a channel. It's got a brand new 32-bit DAC on board and a massive quad-core processor. It's a huge improvement over its predecessor, the 2i, which again was wonderful. But to see all of NAD and Bluesound's skill set focused on such a wonderful improvement is why I'm so proud to be sharing this with you today. The Bluesound packaging is a simple sort of cardboard carton with not much revealing. There's a sticker on the front in New Zealand because these are shipped factory sealed, and the power cords actually arrive separately, little courier bag or a care package. Opening it's really easy. Run a craft knife across a couple of the corners and then tear the plastic wrap off. The packaging itself, as you can see, is quite muted. There's a basic model number and information, along with the Bluesound logo and the high resolution audio logo. Basic emulations of that, until we get to this side, which is where we see the dimensions of the unit that we'll see inside, scannable information on the serial number, and an implication of colour, which today is going to be white. Opening it is very straightforward. It's a simple slip of the top of the box, and it reveals the basic things that we see inside. Firstly, a quick setup guide. Now this is it's very rudimentary. This is a wonderful and easy product to get the most out of. So the quick setup guide is simply about plugging things in properly and ensuring it reminds you to download the controller app. The next box here is where all the accessories are kept. There's an implication that there's a couple of power cords and a few other things inside, of which both of these power cords are no good to me, hence why we were supplied them separately. There is, however, an excellent little network cable branded Bluesound. In the corner here, we'll see not one but two 3.5mm optical to Toslink adapters. To ensure that the form factor of these products is maintained relatively small, the inputs and outputs sockets are managed by using the smaller 3.5mm variant. It means that you can also use the same socket as an analog input or an optical in an output. That gives a huge advantage accessory and feature-wise, while still maintaining a small form factor. Next is a couple of layers of cardboard, and the unit itself. As I lift it out, a couple of things: a big desiccant bag and a full comprehensive user manual. The unit itself is protected by a cloth bag that is sellotaped closed with one of those sort of circles of tape. The bag does a wonderful job of preserving the finish of the product, and taking it off we get to see the unit for the first time. The form factor is very similar to its predecessor, other than the fact they've gone away from a sort of a semi-soft finish into one that's harder, perhaps a more matte or muted finish. There's the Bluesound logo and a 3.5mm headphone socket on the front. It's tilting it back that you see a departure from the predecessor. This is a full touch screen along the top, and please hang around for some photographs. I'll take some close-ups and things. Along the top are some presets. There's the basic volume and other things, as well as some illumination to imply what's going on as far as a setup and on and off function. Looking at the side, you can see it's essentially the same form factor as its predecessor, and it's at the back that we see a little bit more of the magic. There's a IEC power socket 3-pin. There's the speaker output terminals, which are covered off currently with a little wee plastic cap, although that can be flicked out with a fingernail or a small screwdriver. Each is clearly marked positive and negative, and clearly marked left and right. Above the speaker outputs is an HDMI input, or an audio return, for the purposes of connecting it to a television. This is a wonderful partnership to a TV, because of course it can provide a wonderful quality streaming stereo, place it near the television, and those stereo speakers can enhance the most rudimentary, well, let's be honest, speakers on a television are pretty rubbish, and so connecting it to a stereo like this and keeping its form factor small is a wonderful feature. As I implied with the adapters that were supplied, we've got optical input and analog input marked number 2. This is the second as far as what you can choose. The first one's actually all the way over here. There's an IR input for external control. There's a USB input for the purposes of small little thumb drives or large external drives if required. There's a network socket, and although the unit will function with Bluetooth and wireless network, we would always recommend that you consider running a network cable. The stability and quality of signal that this will get via a network cable is infinitely better than that of wireless. There is a subwoofer output, and this is a nice companion to the speaker outputs. The subwoofer output means that you could run this into a modest powered subwoofer and add a little bit of slam or bottom end control. So there we have it. Bluesound's brand new POWERNODE. This wonderful new product unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.